What's up, family? I'm super excited to be coming to you guys. Welcome back to the channel, Naturally Sacred, where we're going to be talking about all things life and all things wellness. So today I'm coming to you guys with a hopefully simple and sweet video. And really what I'm going to be talking about is emotions. I think a lot triggered this video, a lot that was going on within my own internal self, which was just a reflection, as well as what was being reflected outside of me as far as within the cosmos and within the alignments and the planets and the season change. So I think it's just a good time to really have this conversation and hopefully bring some awareness to it on a level that maybe you might have not thought of, and hopefully you gain something out of this video and there's something that resonates with you. So again, I'm not trying to make this long, so I'm really going to be very mindful and not get into my chatty self. So with that being said, let's get started. So what are emotions? Emotions is just energy. That's it. It's energy and motion. It's something that we feel but that we don't see. Right? So that's what I really understand emotions to be. It's literally just my energy. Okay? It's also the feminine aspect of myself. It's connected to my heart chakra, and it's the feminine aspect of all of us. Remember, I said feminine and not female. Female is a sex. Feminine is an energy that we all possess. So it is the feminine aspect of ourselves, both in men and women. Okay? Emotions also can be really rooted in our childhood. Sometimes we go through traumas, pain, adversity, stress, and we learn to adapt and survive in our childhood, and we also, you know, reflect back that what we learned, what we have seen modeled around us. So depending on what we've seen and what was, as far as our own energy being built, we definitely probably instilled some really bad ways of responding and reacting to life, and just really carrying energy that doesn't serve us. But it's probably rooted in our childhood because we haven't brought awareness to the fact that we're walking around with that energy, and we're doing behaviors and reacting to life in a very unconscious way, from a very childlike womb and childlike emotional state. I think that's really what I wanted to hit on. I'm just going to look at my notes, make sure I don't miss anything. So yeah, and just also understanding that we live in a world of energy. We live in a world of vibration, a world of frequency. So to look at emotions and understand that that is our energy, it really allows a level of power that I think as we start to get a little bit deeper into this video, that you'll definitely see what I'm talking about. But understanding that this world runs off of energy, vibration, and frequency. It's all around us. So the next thing we're going to talk about is, why do we have them? Why do we have emotions? Well, I just was talking about our own energy and how we live in a realm in reality, a world that is run off of energy and vibration and frequency. Understanding that your energy directly creates for you. It's one of the biggest reasons that, you know, we are gifted that, besides the fact that it's, again, the way this world is run. So understanding that it creates for us, and when we can carry energy that is intentional, we can create a life that is prosperous and abundant. If we carry energy that is not intentional and very unconscious, we create a life that is probably not happy, that is full of lack, that we feel we lack, full of helplessness, feeling like we have no control. So when you're not aware of your own energy, and the energy that you're carrying with you, the reality that you see outside of you, you're not able to reflect that. That's actually a reflection of your own energetic body and your own energy that you're carrying. So understanding that it creates for you, knowingly or unknowingly, intentionally or unintentionally. So that directly makes you realize that it is a gift. It's our power. It's not a curse. You know, emotions are not a curse. Our energies are not a curse. It's actually there to help us if we can really see that alignment and that connection. So that's another thing. Knowing that it's there to help us learn and grow. Okay, it's there to help us expand ourselves. Think about any type of adversity and stress that you've experienced, and we're all at different levels. Some people haven't moved out of theirs yet. Some people haven't moved out of that quote-unquote darkness, right? And we all know there's a level of work that happens internally in order for us to make those transitions and those transformations. But truly understanding that it is there to help us gain wisdom and gain a deeper understanding and perspective of life that others might not have because they haven't had that experience. So understanding that adversity and stress isn't bad. Of course, we understand when it's toxic it can definitely cause major issues and problems and diseases. But when we're talking about healthiness and understanding that it's only pushing us to help us grow and expand, then we start to realize that certain lessons and certain failures and certain adversities play a role in truly helping us reach our highest self. So knowing that emotions and our energies are trying to communicate with us and help us learn, help us grow and gain wisdom. Okay, and that's also intuitively, also being able to understand our intuition and honoring that feeling within us as well, that emotion, that energy. When you know something just ain't right, or when you know you need to do something, or when you feel something, just honoring that intuitiveness within us, because that as well is emotional intelligence, energetic intelligence. So now that we've kind of gotten into intuition, also understanding that it's an indicator. It helps us understand where we're at, how are we feeling in real time. So it serves as an indicator for our own energy and to know where we are and how we're feeling. So, a part of realizing how you can know that is just checking in with your energy, being mindful of your energy. How am I feeling? Checking in with your own feelings. Sometimes we walk around feeling a certain way, not even noticing we're feeling a certain way. So when you check in with that, you're able to be the observer of that and to see, how am I feeling? So also remember that, yes, like attract likes. Similar energies attract similar energy. So if you're on a certain frequency, you're going to be attracting people that are on your frequency. So it also helps you, connect to each other, connect with each other on a human level, and to just be empathetic and to understand that we all have our experiences and we all have our pains and our energies, and truly being able to connect with people within that space, truly being able to connect because you can relate, because people only serve as a mirror. People truly are a mirror, and what you are feeling within yourself is just a reflection of something that already exists in you. So what you see outside of you is something that already exists within you. You just have to be willing to see that. And also helps us get to a level of internal peace. With that learning, with that wisdom, comes the understanding of what's in your control, which is your energy. That's my power. That's what's in my control. So it gives you a level of internal peace that helps you realize that nothing external outside of you should be able to shift that within you, because there's a level of intelligence and understanding and transformation that happens when you become more aligned with your energetic body and how you're feeling. And you begin to heal some stuff. There's a level of clarity that takes place. So it's trying to push you towards that wisdom, towards that internal peace, so you can see and live life as you're truly meant to live it, and not feel swayed by the external, because that truly isn't even real. The magic happens within. The magic happens in the unseen. The magic happens in the dark. And I'm not saying that the physical or the seen doesn't play a role. I'm just saying that, that's where that internal happens in order for what's reflected outside of us to take place. So the internal is very powerful. So I think I pretty much hit on all of that. So let's get into how do we begin to take back our power of our energies, of our emotions. Be aware. Be aware of your own energy. Be aware of how you're walking around and how you're feeling. Be aware of how you're feeling, what your vibration is, what your frequency is, what your thoughts are. Right? Just be mindful of the energy that you're carrying, because that's going to be this first step of making change to it. And I started taking yoga training, and one of the things that the yoga teacher says is, once you bring notice to something, you have to change it. So once you bring awareness to something, you naturally begin to change it, because now you're aware of the things that are not helping you or healing you or serving you. So bring awareness to your emotions, bring awareness to how you're feeling in that time. And as you continue to just do that, you'll really start to see how your energy is impacting you and those around you, and really start to be able to be more mindful and intentional in creating what you want and attracting the same energy that you are truly. So, there's some work. We carry energetic bodies around, energies with us, old energies that no longer serve us. Again, some of that can be rooted in childhood. Some of that can be rooted in, you know, shifting of seasons and us not really even understanding the shifting of seasons and how that impacts us energetically. It could be a number of things, but really bring you awareness, and that's going to lead you to the path of what is this rooted in. So also looking at, yeah, what you see in your reality, which I feel like I don't want to beat a horse with that, but you know, what you see in your reality is a direct reflection of how your energy is. You know, are you in clutter? Do you find yourself around a lot of toxic people? That is a reflection of your energy. That is telling you where you are in real time energetically, and it's giving you an opportunity to be able to shift that. So that comes back to the same thing of being aware of your energy, really looking at where you are and really reflecting on your reality, understanding that your reality is a reflection of what is going on with you internally. And if you really see this, it's like, yo, yeah, emotions really are. Our energy really is communicating with us to help us reach our best self and to help us reach our highest self. Don't blame others. Own your shit, okay? Don't go around looking at other people saying that they're the blame for the way you feel energetically. Take your power back. I mean, this is what we're talking about. How do we take our power back? By not blaming others, by understanding that the shit that shows up in us, no matter what the trigger is outside of us, externally, whether it's a person, place, or thing, that is really our shit and our time to own it and be reflective and begin to learn what we are energetically and see what that stuff is rooted in. So don't blame others. This is such a profound way of thinking and growing, because it allows you the ability to no longer look outside of yourself, as no longer look outside of yourself to blame for people, for your own energy and for how you feel. Like, it really puts the ball back in your court because it allows you to be reflective and, okay, this is me, this is my stuff. And it gives you that opportunity to start to create and change the narrative and shift how you've always been responding. Whereas if you blame or prosecute, or it's always your fault, or pity me, then you stay in that cycle. And there's no transformation, there's no change out of that. So don't blame others. Own your shit so that you may transfer and transform that energy and create the life that you want for yourself. So no more blaming others. That's whack. And same thing with other people. When they show up and they have their stuff, realize that that's their shit. Don't let that shift your energy. Okay, we talked about that internal peace part. Don't let that shift your energy. But also know when things are too toxic and when it's time to go. So stop reacting to anything, to everything, and start truly stepping back and analyzing what is that rooted in so that you can change that. Oh, that's rooted in a negative self-image that I carry of me. Or that's rooted in, you know, always feeling like, you know, I've always been left out. Or that's rooted in abandonment. Or that's rooted in my own lack of self-love. Or that's rooted in me feeling like I don't deserve or I'm not worthy of the best, whatever that is. But it's important to figure out what is that rooted in and not blame others and not allow things outside of you to determine your energy and how you respond and show up in the world. Because that is your power. That is what creates the life that you see in front of you. So let's stop giving that away. It's a wrap for that. Yes, so what can we do as we talk about energy? The energy cannot be destroyed. So we have to understand when we're feeling some kind of way, when things might be going on with us energetically, what's in our power to create change within our energy. What can we do to take that energy, since we can't destroy it, to transfer it or transform it. The very number one thing I would say, and I think this takes a practice in alchemy, is simply taking the way you're feeling and flipping that energy. So if you're angry, turning that into happiness. If you're feeling like you're not enough, turn that into gratitude. Like, really start to cultivate that feeling in you, whether it's looking around and counting the things that you're grateful for and writing down and saying thank you, thank you, thank you. Whether it's visualizing in your mind the emotion that you want to feel, whether it's just simply feeling that energy, or whether it's affirming that you're feeling that energy and then starting to visualize in your mind so you can begin to shift that energy into what you wanted to see. But literally take the energy that you're feeling and transfer it into another feeling, transfer it into the feeling that you do want, so that that's the feeling that you're sending out, and that's what you're going to get back. Okay, so that's really a way you can do it. Another thing you can do is movement. Movement is so important. Move your body. Okay, you have to move every day. It releases old energy. It allows your body to be fluid, to flow, to not be stagnated, to not have diseases, or to not have blocked energies within your body. So move your body, okay? It's so important, whether that's yoga, whether that's Pilates, whether that's walking, whether that's the gym. But find ways to create movement in your life for at least 20 minutes a day. I love to dance. Dance is another beautiful way to create movement. And just be free with it. Don't try to create a routine. Just feel the music and flow. But move every single day, okay? Move. Another thing is to create. We talked about how our energy creates for us. So we need to create. We need to use our energy and take it and transform it into, whatever masterpiece it is. We're taking that energy and we're transferring it into some type of creativity, into some type of art. Whatever that is. Creativity is different for everyone. But find something that can help you express and transfer that energy and that emotion and that feeling. And it also, through doing that, there also may be a level of aha or learning what it's rooted in. And that could come from journaling, that could come from poetry, that could come from music, that could come from painting. I mean, there's a number of different ways to create, but create, truly create. Get out in nature. Get out in nature. Nature is very grounding. It's very connecting. Just get out in nature and breathe, okay? Surrender. Let go. Accept the things that we don't have control over, right? Accept where we are, what we're feeling. Accept that. Accept what we've experienced in the past, and let it go. I mean, that's easier said than done. So understanding that you have the ability to just let it go. Easier said than done. But we have that power, and sometimes it's the most powerful thing to do, because when we release and we just accept things as they are, it opens us up to so much beauty. Okay, it opens us up to so much, because we're not forcing things energetically. We're allowing things to flow as they are, and therefore we begin to allow things to flow to us very naturally and not forced. Okay, so sometimes just surrender. Let it go. Everything does not deserve to be held on to. Sometimes you just have to just simply let it go. Okay, surrender to the outcome. Crying. That's a big one. Crying, okay? That's one of probably my favorite things to do when I'm in a space energetically where I feel overwhelmed, or I just feel like, I have a lot going on within my heart space. I cry. So cry. It's very releasing. It feels amazing. So I never met anybody who didn't cry and feel better afterwards. So if you ever feel the need to cry, cry. And I know it's better done in private. So you might not be able to bust out crying at work, but cry when you feel the need to cry. Okay, honor that feeling in you, and don't feel bad about it. Men and women, cry. Another thing is breathing. Oh my goodness, I love breathing. It's free. We take it with us everywhere we go, so we have access to it no matter where we are. So breathe. Take deep breaths. When you're in a space and something might show up in you, if you might not have an opportunity to observe that or check in with yourself, or, figure out what's going on, breathe. Just take some deep breaths, like very naturally on a very physiological level. It begins to regulate the blood pressure, lowers it, gets the body temperature back into normal, rate, gets the heart rate down, really helps flush out the cells in the body, gets the brain back thinking clearly and logically and critically. So just breathe, because then it allows you to be more the observer rather than in your emotions. So just take some time to breathe. And again, it's free. You have it with you everywhere you go. So, and it's powerful. Breathing is very powerful for the energy. It really is. So yeah, know your value. I wanted to say that. Know your value. That's just that in and of itself will help you begin to change your energy. Know your worth, because that is what you will attract. Know your worth. Know your worth more than billions and trillions of dollars. Your energy is worth more than that. Know that. Honor that. Create affirmation. Create an affirmation that reminds you of your power and that reminds you that you have the power to begin to change and transform the energy that you're feeling. You don't have to stay in that space anymore. Okay, and this video was that level, hopefully bringing awareness. If you felt like you didn't have a way out, or you felt like you didn't see your own power when within your own energy and within your own life, because you do have the power. Okay. I already said, don't be moved by others' energy. That's a big one. Don't allow external things. Again, not just people, places, things, TV, movies, news. Don't let those things impact and sway your energy and allow you to be reacting to life, because again, that's what you're going to create back for yourself. So respond, be the observer, observe non-judgmentally, and don't respond from your energy and from your emotional space. Everything doesn't deserve that. Sometimes you have to be the observer and step back, because then you see things with clarity and you see that those things don't deserve your energy and don't deserve to shift how you're feeling. Okay? And what does deserve your energy is visualizing and putting in the energy that you want to see manifested for your life and even for those around you, by just being that energy in and of itself. It's either going to elevate those around you, or you're going to attract those like you. And those that are not on your vibration are going to slowly trickle away. Meditate. Take the time to just allow, I think there's this world of, well, meditation is focusing your mind on one thing. And then some say meditation is the art of allowing your thoughts to just flow and not having the need to have control over them. I say figure out what meditation is to you and then do that. And practice being present. Practice being present within yourself, because that's another good way of knowing how you're feeling. Because when you're present, if you feel any type of shift, because your body communicates with you, your energy communicates with you. So if you feel any type of shift, you know that there's something going on within you. So be present within yourself so that you have that level of awareness, so you can truly feel what's going on with yourself in real time. And again, you can do those check-ins as well, checking in with yourself. How am I feeling? So I think that is really everything that I wanted to bring you guys today about emotions. I hope that this video was super helpful. I hope that it resonated with you on some level. Whatever might have resonated with you, start there. If you want to learn more, look up a book, do some research. What I will say is that anything that I serve or anything that I share is to absolutely begin to plant seeds or water things that are already planted, but is to truly help, to truly inspire you and empower you to begin to question and do your own research into, the person and the sacred being that you are. So I'm not saying take my word for it and that's it. I'm saying take what I'm saying and further your own understanding of it, and through that begin to transform your life, and know that the power is yours truly. So that's really all I have. Again, I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Please please subscribe. I will be coming back with more videos. I think there's a lot for us to talk about. I'm just going to bring me and be me authentically, and whoever that resonates with, that's what it resonates with. So again, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in the next video. And remember, what's in your power, okay? That is your gift. Your energy is yours. Do not go around giving it away, but use it to create and manifest the life that you want for yourself, because you deserve it, because you are a sacred being naturally. Peace, guys.